This is a Mets Willets Point bound 7 local train. The next and last stop is Mets Willets Point.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Hey Mets fans, thank you guys for tuning in and welcome to another edition of Bearded Mets Banter. I am your boy and host, Chente Camacho Jr. And before we get started guys, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and click on that little button down there and do what that little dog is doing. Hit the little bell for notifications as well so you can receive alerts when I drop new material. On this week's episode, it's going to be kind of a short one because I'm doing a strictly Don't Be This Guy segment. I filmed the second episode of Coffee and Sports with the host and moderator, Jay Marrero. He can be found on Twitter at Jay Marrero, El Barrio's own. And the panel consists of 4 New Yorkers, 2 Mets fans, 2 Yankees fans, 2 Jets fans, 2 Giants fans, but we're all 5. The moderator is also a Knicks fan. So we all have the Knicks in common. It's a pretty interesting show with some good takes from some real fans. 2 of us still live in New York, and 2 of us do not live in New York. So it makes for pretty fun conversation. We go back and forth. It's a friendly, thing. Nothing bitter. We share Mets, we share Yankees, we share Jets, we share Giants, and we share Knicks. So we have a great time on that podcast, and it's a really, really lot of fun to do. So my banter portion that I was going to have on this show, I used it for that show. And I am dropping a link right down below in the description section. Please follow that link and look at what we do over there and take a listen. And please, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. We're going to just jump right into this. Don't be this guy. Like I told you guys before, this material comes from groups that I follow on Facebook dedicated to the Mets. And some fans are very knowledgeable. Like this group here, True to the Orange and Blue. It's a pretty heavily moderated group. The moderators are incredible. But then you have some fans that are super smart and know their baseball from the business and the play side of things. And then you have some people that, they're knowledgeable too. I'm not going to take anything away from them. But then you have people that just say some of the craziest stuff in the world. Like this guy right here. Don't be this guy. He goes, Mets went to a team or 2 team that can score. 2-0. I am very happy for Steven Matz, as are so many other Mets fans. We just know that here in New York, consistency wasn't his thing. It was something that plagued him during his time here in New York. He would give us 3 or 4 solid games and then give us 5 or 6 horrible starts, giving us no chance to win games. Or giving the bullpen work that they don't need from the 3rd inning on, for example. I wish Steven Matz all the best, as I do with 99.9% of the players that leave us and go elsewhere. I can't do it any other way. There's no other way for me to do it. I cheer. I love baseball. I love these guys. These guys, they sacrifice. There's 780 major league players. And if this thing was easy, we'd all be doing it. I always say it all the time. You people are so critical of them. But yeah, don't be this guy. Steven Matz is having a terrific season so far with Toronto. I wish him nothing but the best. Too bad he's not doing it here. Do I wish we played him so we could rock him? I know we'll rock him. If he faces the Mets, we're going to crush him. Facts. All right? So please don't be this guy. Don't be this guy. Still living in the past. Living in the past. And then this is the first tweet that I ever take and use for a don't be this guy. This is from somebody's trying to be a comedian or something. I can't gauge this. I do have a sense of humor, y'all. I really do. I really do. My favorite comedians in the world are Dave Chappelle, George Carlin, and many, many others. I'm an Eddie Murphy guy, but this, Richard Pryor, so many more. But this is not comedy. And he goes, or he or she goes, very excited for Jacob deGrom's 3rd Cy Young season. And then they post these stats. It goes 0-15 for a win-loss record with a 1.39 ERA, 250 Ks, and a 0.98 whip. that shit ain't funny. All right? This energy is not energy we need, man. I've been telling y'all this. I'm a firm believer in energy. And the energy that a lot of y'all crazy ass fans are bringing around is not good energy, man. And this is not what we need in Mets Nation right now. You know, Mets Twitter is bugging. You got people flip-flopping over there, stealing ideas. As I be seeing a lot of y'all on Twitter. You know, I just started engaging in it. I like it. But a lot of y'all are beat biters. Y'all be taking people's style. And this person is trying to be a comedian, obviously, and they're not doing a very good job of it. On to the next one. Don't be this guy. All right? He goes, home runs. New York Mets, 3. Wilson Ramos, 4. This is another one from True to the Orange and Blue. Like I said, fantastic group on Facebook. Fantastic group. Some fans are just delusional and do not understand. The reason we brought Wilson Ramos to the New York Mets to begin with 2 years ago is because he can hit. Okay? It's not because of his defensive skills. It's not because of his arm behind the plate. It's a good arm, but it's not for any of those things he can do behind the plate, the way he handles pitchers. We saw Syndergaard did not want to throw to him. So his stick is his asset and is what is keeping him in the major leagues. He's in the American League right now, right? So he's DHing. Shows how much you know. All right? Don't be this guy. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. Don't be this guy. He goes, ironic, we led the league in hitting without Chili Davis. Maybe he tinkers too much. They really don't. They all seem lost and swinging for the fences again. That's a hitter's thing. That's not the hitting coach. If you sit here and you're blaming the hitting coach, you don't know shit about baseball, okay? Because if you're going to sit here and you're going to blame the hitting coach and you worry more about the hitting coach than the lineup that's being constructed and put together on a daily basis, for the exception of Game 2, as I've mentioned numerous times, you're more worried about Chili Davis and not Luis Rojas' managing style, then you do not know shit about baseball and you shouldn't be commenting. You should be banned from commenting on True to the Orange and Blue on Facebook. Or no, actually this is from Amazing Mets, Amazing Fans. No wonder. That's why. Peace. That is the last one. I'm not having this shit no more. These things, I'm going to start blasting you harder. This is ridiculous. I'm not here to coddle anybody, hold hands. This is something that social media has exposed. This ugly side of Mets fans, this is not something that I'm used to seeing. And this is not something that has always happened. I've been a Mets fan since 1982. Okay, the 1982 Mets lost 97 games and they were booed. But I'm sure they weren't booed 2 games into their homestand. At home, starting the season, to open the season. You know, maybe they were. I was 6 years old back then. Okay? But that was a bad team. And that team, they also sold us dreams, okay? If anybody remembers George Foster. Okay? So this is something the fan base has been lied to way too much. But I'm going to be exposing you on the regular. This is a new ownership. This is month. What is it? November, December, January, February, March, April. Steve Cohen's owned this team for 5 months, y'all. Calm the hell down. Pump y'all brakes. Y'all just don't... Y'all expect things to change overnight. The man has a window of years that he wants to win a World Series in. He has a plan. And he expects his team to be competitive this season. Did he promise us a World Series this season? I don't think so. I never heard him say we're going to win a World Series this year. What he said was there was going to be a better product on the field. And for you people to lose your heads in 5 games, it's crazy. Okay? That's the end of this banter. People, we need positive energy out there for the Mets. We've had this black cloud following us since the Wilpons bought the Mets way back in 1980 or 1979, whenever it was, and they made that bogus campaign, The Magic is Back. Okay? All we've had is empty promises and failed attempts at creating dynasties. Steve Cohen and his team are going to put together a dynasty we can all be proud of. I'm sure of it. We have the pieces in place right now, the foundation from what we have in our core to the farm system, the kids that will be coming up in the next few seasons. Be excited, y'all. This is a good time to be a Mets fan. My throat hurts saying it all the time. Be excited, Mets fans. This is like it's an identity crisis right now, right? Because Mets fans want to be good, but their mentality is like, oh, we're a shitty team, so this is the way they behave. And as long as people behave this way and continue to post these things, I'm going to have material. I have so much more. And I do have some tweets that I'm going to start releasing as well. As always, folks, be good to each other. Be respectful to each other. Be safe out there. Let's go Mets. Yo, the 7 train's right there. I got to go. I live in North Carolina now. I got a long way home. Peace and love.
This is a Mets Willets Point bound 7 local train. The next and last stop is Mets Willets Point.